Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. How are you all? Right now, the world is holding its breath as Israel and Iran are locked in a dramatic and an all out war that is shaking the Middle East and beyond. This is not just another proxy conflict that we all know till now. It's a direct, high stakes showdown. And the consequences could reshape the global politics, energy markets, and even hit home for us here in India. So, why did Israel just strike Iran? What is driving this crisis? And what does it mean for you, for me, for the entire nation, for the entire world? Let us dive in and break it all down. To understand why Israel and Iran are at war, we need to go back a bit. These two nations have been adversaries for decades, ever since Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution. Iran has funded anti Israel groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, pouring money and weapons into proxy wars to challenge Israel's existence. Meanwhile, Israel has not sat quietly. They have launched covert operations like cyber attacks, assassinations, and sabotage, targeting Iran's nuclear program, which Israel sees as an existential threat. And that brings us to the heart of this conflict: Iran's nuclear ambitions. Iran's nuclear program has reached a dangerous milestone, which means they are now enriching uranium to about 60%. To be clearly tell you, alarmingly close to the 90% needed for a nuclear bomb. For Israel, this is not just a regional power play, it is a matter of survival. If Iran gets a nuclear bomb, Israel believes it could face annihilation from the world map. That fear has been the spark for this great war that is happening right now. On June 13, 2025, everything changed. Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a massive military campaign targeting Iran's nuclear facilities, missile sites, and other command centers. We are talking about 200 aircrafts hitting key locations like Natanz, Tehran, and Tabriz. But before the airstrikes even began, Israel's intelligence agency, Mossad, pulled off a masterstroke. Covert drone sabotage crippled Iran's air defenses and missile launchers, leaving them vulnerable to the incoming assault. It was a perfectly coordinated and meticulously calculated airstrike, and it caught Iran off the guard. The damage was devastating. Iran's nuclear infrastructure took a massive hit, and key Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, command centers were destroyed. This is not just about slowing Iran's nuclear program. It is about sending a message, a clear message, that is, Israel is done playing the defense. But Iran didn't stay quiet. Iran launched between 150 to 200 ballistic missiles and over 100 drones targeting Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv. Imagine the chaos: air raid sirens blaring, families rushing to the shelters. Thankfully, Israel's Iron Dome, backed by allied defenses, shot down most of these projectiles. The casualties so far: over 500 Iranians, including IRGC leaders and nuclear scientists, have been killed. On the Israel side, at least 24 people lost their lives, with dozens more injured. The conflict, now in its sixth day as of June 18 today, shows no signs of slowing down. Israel continues to dominate Iranian airspace, striking communication centers while Iran scrambles to respond. And let us not forget the human cost. Tens of thousands of Iranians are fleeing Tehran, fearing more airstrikes. Civilian panic is spreading, and basic services like electricity and water are disrupted. This is humanitarian crisis unfolding in real time. Now, let us talk about the United States, because this war is not just about Israel and Iran. President Donald Trump is playing a central role here. On June 17th, he cut short his G7 trip to rush back to Washington for an 80 minutes situation room meeting. Why? To weigh military options. Trump's been vocal and claiming the US has complete and total control of the skies above Iran. He even went as far as calling Iran's supreme leader is an easy target, though he added, "I won't kill him for now." Very bold words, right? The US is not just talking tough, they are backing it up. Extra fighter jets, the USS Carrier Strike Group, tankers, and surface vessels have been deployed to this region. Officially, it is for defense, but Make no mistake, the US is preparing for a potential strike. Reports suggest that Trump is seriously considering hitting Iran's underground nuclear site at Fordo. If that happens, this conflict could escalate to a whole new level. So, what can we expect in the coming days? There is a little hope for diplomacy. Iran has signaled it is open to resuming the nuclear deal talks if Israel halts its attacks. US envoys like Vice President J.D. Vance and diplomat Steve Witkoff might pursue back channel talks to de escalate the situation. The risks are massive. If the US or Israel strike Fordo, Iran could retaliate by targeting US assets in Iraq or in Gulf bases. That could pull in other countries like Saudi Arabia or Qatar and spiral into a broader regional war. And here is another worry. Oil prices are already spiking. We all know that. And any disruption to Gulf shipping lanes could choke the global energy markets and the supply chains. Now, let us bring it home to India. Why should you care about this faraway war? It is happening somewhere else there, right? Why should we care about it? First thing to remember, oil. India imports about 85% of its crude oil, much of it from the Middle East. With tensions skyrocketing, oil prices are surging. And that's a bad news for our economy. From fuel costs to everyday goods, we are already feeling the pinch, right? And the second one, India is in a tricky spot diplomatically. We got strong defense ties with the United States. But at the same time, we also rely on energy and strategic partnerships with Iran and other Gulf countries. If this war escalates, India will have to walk on a tightrope to keep everyone happy. And finally, the security. Indian trade vessels and millions of our investments in the Gulf could be at risk if shipping lanes or cities come under attack. Our government might even need to prepare for evacuations or military readiness. So, will the US bomb the nuclear site in Iran? Can diplomacy stop this war from spiraling? And how will India navigate the fallout? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this crisis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.